Hello, in this video we want to complete the vacation worksheet. We have exercise 14 given the figure below. We have this figure. Name segments, straight line, parallel lines, semi-lines, perpendicular lines. So first, let's remember what is the meaning of a straight line. We have parentheses and it is unlimited lines. We can elongate it and we put parentheses. We can write if we have parentheses, we can write small letters or capital letter. Now segment, we put brackets and it means it is limited. And when we have a bracket, so we put only capital letter. Capital letter means point. We have a point. Semiline, we have a bracket, parenthesis, limited from one side and unlimited from the other. Now, what is the meaning of parallel lines? Two lines that never meet. Perpendicular lines, they have the shape of plus and they form a right angle. Intersecting lines, they have the shape X. Now, name three segments. Segments, it means we have 2 points. It is limited. So, for example, we can name MN, and we put brackets. So, MN, capital point, capital letters, because we have points. Then, other than MN, we can name, for example, NO, and we put brackets, capital and capital letters. And for example, PR, and we put brackets. Now, name a straight line. A straight line. Look at the figure. To name a straight line, we have to put parentheses and we can write small letters or capital letters. For example, we can name XY, small letters between parentheses. XY. Or we can name it PORO between parentheses or XY. Two parallel lines. Look here where we have two parallel lines. We have MN and POR parallel. They never meet. So MN between parentheses. MN is the segment, but when we see parallel, so we talk about lines. So we see it like a line, like it is a line. So MN between parentheses and PO, and we put capital letters because we have points. Now we want to name three semiline. Semiline, it means it is limited from one side and unlimited from the other. So now let's see where we have semiline. For example, PX. When we have a bracket, we have to put capital letter, and when we have parentheses, we can put small or capital. So P, capital letter, X, small letter. Then other than PX, we have, for example, OY, and for example, RP, it is limited from R and unlimited from P. So R, P. Now, name two perpendicular lines. Look at the figure. Do we have perpendicular lines? No. So we have to cross this equation, this part. We don't have perpendicular lines. Now part, here we have part A, here we have part B. So it is part B. Draw the line D perpendicular to M and passing through B perpendicular. So we want to put the ruler on M and to M, and so we take the ruler and we put the ruler on M and the perpendicular should pass through P. So we put the ruler from this side, because here we have the point P. So from this side, and we take the set square and we put the set square on the ruler and we move it till it passes through the point P. We move it to the point P. So now we want to draw the perpendicular, and if we draw it, it doesn't cut, it will not cut the line MN. So first, before we draw the perpendicular, we have to elongate MN. So we want to elongate MN. And now we put the set square and we move it till the point P, to the point P. Then we draw the perpendicular. And now this perpendicular is a line, so we want to elongate it. So now we put the ruler and we elongate this perpendicular from up. Put the ruler on the perpendicular and we elongate it. And now don't forget to write the name of this line. The name is D, so we have to write the name of this line. We write D between parentheses. We write D between parentheses. And now we have to put a right angle. We put the right angle here. Here we write here we draw the perpendicular, so we put a right angle here. Now, D cuts MN at A. It means they meet at A. Here is the line D and here is the line MN. They meet here. So here is the point A. Now, answer by true or false. A is a point on the segment MN. Segment means it is limited from M to N only. So now let's move our finger on the segment MN and we see if we pass through the point A. From M to N, move your finger. We don't pass through the point A, so it is false. Now, PA is the distance from P to MN. To find the distance, we have to draw the perpendicular from P to MN. Do we have the perpendicular from P to MN? Yes, it is the perpendicular from P to MN, and it is PA. So yes, it's true. PA is the distance. So true. Now, part C. Measure the distance between MN and PO. To find the distance, we take point on one of these two straight lines, and then we draw the perpendicular to the other line. So here is MN, and here is the line PO. Do we have the perpendicular between these two lines? Yes, we take 1 point of PO and we draw the perpendicular to the other line. So PA is the distance between MN and PO. So now we have to measure PA. We put the 0 at A and we see what is the measure. We have 2 centimeters and we have 1, 2, 3 small dashes. So the measure is 2.3 centimeters. So we write here 2.3 centimeters. Now, how are the lines D and PO? Let's see. D, it is the line D, and PO, they are perpendicular because we have the shape plus and we have a right angle. So they are perpendicular. Now draw U, the parallel to and P passing through R. So we want to draw here the parallel, and when we have parallel, we have to remember the letter H. The letter H. So we need two perpendicular here and perpendicular here. So let's see 2 MP. What is MP? Let's see what is MP. What is the line MP? It is the line MP. So let's elongate it first. Let's elongate MP. And then we want to draw the parallel to MP passing through R. So we want a perpendicular here, a perpendicular to MP passing through R. So now we take the ruler. We take the ruler and we put the ruler on MP. From this side because R is from this side. So opposite of R. And now we take the set square and we put the set square on the ruler. And we move it to the point R. Then we draw this perpendicular. And now we want to draw another perpendicular. So now we want to draw the perpendicular to this one, to this perpendicular. So now we put the ruler on on this perpendicular. And we put the set square. And we move it to the point R. Then we draw another perpendicular. And this perpendicular is, this one is the parallel, which is the straight line, a straight line, so we elongate it. And we have two perpendiculars, so we draw two perpendicular. And don't forget to write the name. The name is U. So we write the name of this line. It is U. So after we finish, look at the figure. Do we get the letter H? Yes, so the figure is correct. The parallel is correct. Now complete the table. We have the arms O and OY and OY. So the vertex is O because here we have O and OY, O twice. So the vertex is O in the middle, and we have N and Y. So the angle is NOY. And don't forget, we should put a hat because it is an angle. So we put hat. Now, what is the nature of an OY? Let's look. An OY. An OY. It's bigger than a right angle. So the nature is obtuse angle. And what is the vertex? The vertex is O. O capital letter because it's a point. Now, MPR. This angle is smaller than a right angle, so it is acute. It is an acute angle. What is the vertex? The vertex is at the middle. So the vertex is the point P. P without hat. The vertex is a point without hat. Now, what are the arms? To find the arms, draw arms for the angle P. P, R. And the arms of the angle are semilines. So we put a bracket, parenthesis, P, M, and PR, bracket, parenthesis. Thank you for watching.